heading up to old Route 1. I'm gonna give you a little feel of my 96 cubic inches here. Not too shabby, huh? Well, you can see with the stage 1, you got plenty of power to get out of a little, you know, if you get stuck in a little spot and you got to get out in a hurry. So that was a roll on from about maybe 25 miles an hour. I got up to an undisclosed rate of speed, and you can see the traffic that was with me is quite a ways behind. So anyway, if you're wondering about how much power is too much or not enough, like how much do you need? Well, my engine now is one of the smaller. You know, now this comparable bike is, I think it's, what was it, 107 cubic inches now or something like that, or 103 stock, something like that. So it's appreciably more than this. So, you know, it's just, you know, I guess it depends what you're looking for. Like, what kind of riding do you do, you know? So if you're on this road a lot, this is Route 1. Route 1 is you know, it's kind of a weird road because, you know, you get stretches where you can easily go, you know, 85, 90, well, I'll say an undisclosed rate of speed. It's wide, it's straight. When there's no traffic, you can really make hay. However, there's also some spots where all of a sudden you'll come over a crest and there's a stop sign. So you just got to ask yourself, you know, like, if you're on a big fast road like that, but you're coming to a dead stop every so often, you know, and you know, you like to kind of be out of traffic, then, you know, you might want, you know, something that can get you going. But if you're just putting around town, you know, you might get away with something smaller, like a 500, 750 cc, you know, something more along those lines. You might not need that headroom. You know what I mean? Plus, some people just really like to accelerate fast. I don't usually do it very often here because we have a lot of speed traps. So that's not a lot of fun. Anyway, I'm going to take you right now to a twisty. So we got some twisty roads up here. I'll tell you what. Stock suspension. I'll tell you what, the twisties here, they don't look very twisty on the GoPro. So I haven't been on this road since I changed the settings, thanks to What's Up Bob. So let's check it out. So this road should seem, starting here, really twisty. And but you got to kind of keep the speed down, because one of the problems on this road, I mean, it's not a problem. It's a problem if you want to be a street Rossi and drag knee. But there's a lot of soft sand. There's a lot of little bits of gravel strewn across. There's, you know, you have to be careful. Oncoming drivers kind of hogging into your lane a little bit. So there's kind of a lot to be aware of, and, you know, there's always the possibility of a speed trap. So anyway, if I was in my car right now doing one of my rainy day spiels, yeah, you'd be seeing nothing but the back of my steering wheel. Oop. There we go. Here's a dude. What's up, man? Oh, and then there's this. Well, you know what? Cars can actually go faster down this road. You know, and part of the reason for that is the soft sand. You know, if you're in a car, you got 4 tires, you know, on a bigger patch of rubber each than my 2 credit card size patches of rubber that I'm riding on. This is a legit turn right here. This one, if it creeps up on you, you know, you're gonna eat that stone wall. those photovoltaic receptors are relatively new. Oh, see, that was a pretty tight turn, almost 90 degrees. Probably is 90 degrees. We'll catch it going back. The sign back there has one of my favorite stickers. Here's the other thing, down, you know, pine cones, and we got a lot of old trees. So, you know, turkey jerky. When yeah, the trees just get old and branches just fall off, you know, for no other reason, but they just give up the ghost. And so you do have to be aware of that sort of. So if you really want to, I would say don't drag me on this road. There's you know, there's some wildlife things here, and I think there's a mass Audubon. Mass Audubon's really, actually, speak of the Audubon, it's right up ahead. But so there's a lot of reasons to go slow here, because you got educational things happening. And there we go, Moose Hill Wildlife Sanctuary, Mass Audubon. That's cool. So you want to keep it slow. But if it's a quiet day and you don't see anybody on the road, what I would recommend, I mean, ideally, you have somebody at the other end letting you know if somebody's coming on the road, you know, if you have your Senna Bluetooth in your head. Otherwise, maybe go up and down it a couple times to get a lay of the land, so you know where the patches of soft sand and all that stuff is. Other than that, you can have a rather, you know, an unpleasant situation if you come, you know, bombing around the corner or whatever. The other thing about this road is you get your Lance Armstrongs. You know, those people that think they're in the Tour de France, wearing the skinny pants and the uncomfortably long helmets. Oop. Oh, that was a big chunk of gravel. You see that? So if I was committed to that turn and I hit that piece of gravel, you know, that might have been an issue. But yeah, you get the Lance Armstrongs on this road. So they like to ride right in the middle of your lane, or they'll go. This is not a complaint video. They'll either go too slow and you get stuck behind them and you can't pass because it's blind corners, or they go just fast enough where you're going slower than you want to, but they're too fast to pass safely because you end up at 70 miles an hour. I wish they had just smooth trails so that I don't have to look at those, you know, 55-year-old guys with sweat dripping from their silver beards and their tight pants. I don't want to look at that. Get that off the road, man. You go take that to a track somewhere. I know. Easier said than done. Hey, I'm gonna become one of those guys. I'm not gonna be wearing those tight pants. I will promise you that. If you ever see me wearing those tight pants, oh man, I don't know, something's going. I've taken you know, some sketchy turns in life, if that's the case. So anyway, here comes the last little twisty bit. And I'm gonna spin around, take it in reverse, and then I'll let you go. But anyway, there's some really nice riding here. I mean, Boston's just, if you go that way, you know, you can hop on the highway and in just a little bit you're there. You know, get to a high point in town if you can see over the trees, and you'll see the skyline in the distance. So, you know, it's really, but I'll tell you, it's Sunday, by the way, and you can see there are cars everywhere. Here in this area, there is no day off, you know, and it's I would like to say, is upsetting too strong a term? It's upsetting to me, because Sunday used to be the day you want to get out, you know, rip around or do whatever, or just relax, just take a low, you know, like a lowrider car ride, just drive slow with a Massive Attack playing. But you can't anymore, because it's going to be work trucks behind you, and they're, you know, they want you to pick up the pace because time is money. Money buys you no more time, right, James Taylor? This guy's gonna come in my lane. What are you doing? Get out of here. Get out of here. Anyway, I'm gonna turn around up here, come back, do that twisty again, I just don't want to turn around in the gravel and end up on YouTube. Well, I thought there was a spot up here. Well, anyway, you take a look at that. It's a rare big field for our area. We like, I used to live in a place a long time ago where everybody's yard was like that size. But, I should have just banged a Yui back there. I can, let's see what kind of visibility I have around this corner. Not too bad. We'll tell him to put the coffee on, buddy. You know, 1,025 driveways, and of course, you know, the one you turn around in is the one that the dude's going to be standing there. Did that ever happen to you? This has happened to me more than once in the car. I missed my turn somewhere. I got to go back in the other direction. I pick a random driveway that's big. I'm going to turn around in it, and it's the guy behind me. It's his driveway. Hey, buddy. This has happened to me a couple of times. Hey, a couple of times is too many times. And I'll tell you, I'm a hypocrite, because somebody turns around to my driveway, I tend to give them the evil eye, and not so much anymore. I think maybe I'm a nicer guy. My instincts still aren't nicer, but I think what I do with those instincts has become a little bit nicer. All right, back Twisties Part 2. The farm at Moose Hill. So that's part of that wildlife sort of sanctuary-ish place. There are a lot of little trails here. Now, they are getting built up around them, so there is a good deal. So as hard as people are fighting to build and build and build and put, you know, 100,000 places for, oh gee whiz, I almost got that guy. As hard as people are trying to build and build and build and build up this area and ruin it, there are people who are really fighting to preserve it as a beautiful spot. So I take heart there. That's cool. All right, a lot of soft sand right there, boys and girls. Hey, here we are, Part 2. Again, I've been up this already in one direction, but I haven't vetted the road in the other direction. So I'm not sure, you know, where the sand lies on this side, and of course I've been up and off the road for a few minutes, so I don't know if Lance Armstrong is making an appearance. I don't know if there's any speed traps. So I'm taking it easy. I'm also in my mid-40s, so I'm not trying to impress anybody here. I'm just trying to have a good time. And crashing is not a good time for me. Ask me how I know. See those orange arrow signs? A road like this, you gotta listen to them. I'm interested to know if these twisties look twisty. I mean, this is sharp right here. This is, whoo, when you get a guy in your lane a little bit. It's definitely is sharp. I'm also on a Harley Davidson Dyna lowrider. I'm not going to talk bad about the Bug Smasher. I mean, I think you can hear me. But it's not designed. You can set it up for twisties and really have a great time on a lowrider, Harley Davidson lowrider. But mine's just set up stock suspension and all that stuff. I'm running a slightly bald back tire and just Shinkos. They're just Shinko tires. So I don't have any like Avons or Pirellis. I don't have anything sticky that I'm going to be able to really trust around a corner. So, you know, I'm not impressing anyone. I'm just impressed to have a road like this. There's a lot of kids that cross here and stuff, so you keep the speed down, right? Use your judgment. No, don't use a smart guy's judgment. If that's not you, I often have to use the judgment of the people I respect who are more successful than me. I trust their judgment sometimes more than I trust my own judgment. Oh, stuck behind a taco. Oh, he's actually slowing down. Okay, he's let me by. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. That's a nice gesture. I can't slow down, of course, at this sign. Never forget Uncle Dave, that sign says. Never forget Uncle Dave. I love that sign. I don't know who Uncle Dave is. My friend Shifty, if you're watching. Shifty from Cape Cod. We always called his dad Uncle Dave. Never forget Uncle Dave. And what I really like about that sign, maybe I'll stop and take a picture of it and put it on my Instagram one of these days. What I really like about someone in Sharpie wrote, "Look out, dude," as if the sign wasn't enough, and the arrows on the side of the road. You got a little "Look out, dude" in Sharpie. But my friend Shifty, he would have said it just like I hear it in his voice. So that sign makes me happy. Anyway, hey, let me know in the comments below. Does this even look twisty? Somebody who's been up and down this road, every car I think is a cop. Every car apparently is a Tacoma today, so that's cool. But anyway, if you've been up this road, I know my brother-in-law has, my wife's been up this road. Somebody in the comments, let me know if this road, do you think this road is twisty? I think it's really twisty for this area. Certainly. And as somebody who's been down Tail of the Dragon and this, let me know, is this like a snippet of Tail of the Dragon? I'd like to know. Anyway, I gotta get back. I got a lot to do. Oh, this is, which leads me to this next point. Some of my friends who are watching these videos, so some people that I